key information about the Japanese healthcare system is that in 1922, the health insurance law was offered. In 1927, the government regulated employee-based health insurance system. In 1938, the health insurance law passed, and later in 1958 was amended to have residence-based NHI programs. In 1961, full coverage was awarded to the entire Japanese population. And between 1973 and 1980, the healthcare spending on the elderly increased. In 1982, the healthcare for the aged law was offered and then enacted in 1983. This ended free care for the elderly by requiring copays. In 1997, the government provided coverage for institutional-based care, home health services, and community-based services for age-related disabilities. There are 5 government agencies that have played major roles in advancing the Japanese healthcare system. The Ministry of Health, Labor, and Welfare drafts policy documents and details regulations and rules after general policies are authorized. The Social Security Council develops national strategies on quality, safety, and cost control and sets guidelines for determining provider fees. The Central Social Insurance Medical Council defines the benefit packages and fee schedules. The Pharmaceutical and Medical Devices Agency reviews pharmaceuticals and medical devices for quality, efficiency, and safety. The Central Social Insurance Medical Council sets the SHIS list of covered pharmaceuticals and their prices.
Funding and access to healthcare in Japan. Japan's healthcare system is primarily funded through insurance premiums subsidized by taxes. There are 2 different types of health insurance in Japan. One is the social health insurance, which applies to everyone who's employed full-time with a medium or large company, and that is 59% of the population. Japan's health insurance, NHI, is 27% of the population, and those are self-employed individuals such as expats and digital nomads. Also applies to those who work for small business and who are unemployed. The government pays for 7% of the visit, and the patient pays for 30% of the visit. The cost of medical appointments and hospital visits are determined by a government committee. Every 2 years, fees are adjusted based on the committee's recommendations, and there is a set fee schedule for people to pay. Most residents have private health insurance, but it's used primarily as a supplement to life insurance. The government has been trying to increase access in remote areas. Subsidies for local government to establish and maintain health facilities and to develop student loan forgiveness programs for medical professionals in those remote areas.
I will be discussing the education and clinical/professional training in Japan. As of now, there are about 80 medical schools in Japan. Unlike the U.S., medical school lasts for 6 years in Japan, so the first 2 years are more of your general education didactic courses, and the last 4 years are more of the clinical training where they're really diving into medical practice. In Japan, almost 100% of the graduates attend residency training. However, while most of them do specialize, it leads to a shortage in generalist physicians, leading to longer wait times in facilities like urgent care.
Majority of the people in Japan practice Shinto, and the goal of Shinto is to maintain harmony between humans, nature, and the kami. Kami consists of mainly uniquely shaped trees, mountains, rocks, and rivers. And another widely practiced religion in Japan is Buddhism. Medicine in Japan relies on Kampo, or herbal medicine, along with today's modern medicine. Kampo consists of 148 herbal prescriptions and has a holistic therapeutic approach.
As indicated by some of the health statistics below, Japan has a very healthy population, so their infant mortality rate and percentage of the population that is obese are both extremely low, while their average life expectancy and vaccination rate against COVID are both high, especially compared to those of other developed nations. There's no one centralized agency governing healthcare in Japan, so citizens seek medical care 14 times per year on average, and overutilization occurs. This is because Japanese citizens are free to see any type of provider anytime they want, including costly specialists. And with the increase in the aging population due to the long life expectancy, a lot of money and resources go towards caring for them. This overutilization has also been known to decrease quality of care, while Japan lacks true incentive to increase that quality of care. And with the lack of a centralized governing agency to control spending, all hospitals are free to open, close, and buy costly equipment without restriction.
I do often make the joke that going to the doctor is kind of a national pastime here. It is dramatically more common than I would ever be used to. So I have a 14-month-old daughter right now, and the instant she starts to get a sniffle or something, my wife wants to go to the hospital, and it's like, all right, let's go to a doctor, let's get something. It's a cold. You can't get medication for that. You just wait for it to do its thing. But No, people here will, at the drop of a hat, go to a doctor for something. So that also, I will not say we fight about that, but we have differences of opinion when it comes to the necessity of immediate medical treatment for minor ailments.
That's a little bit of interesting, because you would have never, I guess with America, that's almost like it's almost like taboo.